Hey guys! Today I'm going to be talking about my adult braces. I'm going to be going over my top 10 things that I think you should know if you're an adult and considering getting braces. These are just 10 things that I found important in my experience. Everybody's different, but these are like my 10 things that I wanted to share with you guys. So my reason for getting braces is I was like super insecure about like my bottom row of teeth. They were just crooked and crowded, and I felt like it was the most noticeable when I'm talking and having conversations with people. So it was definitely something that I was insecure about, and I tried to hide a lot of the time. But even after getting my braces put in, I started to notice that my top teeth were pretty crooked too. Not like too bad, but definitely I notice it now. So, number one, my first tip, I guess, is that if you're an adult getting braces and you're like nervous about it, I think you should just go for it. I personally was nervous because I didn't want to be looked at as, I don't know, too old for braces. I thought that there was like this stigma behind adults having braces. Like, I even heard, like, way before I even thought about getting braces as an adult, I heard people say stuff like, if you're, out of grade school, you shouldn't be having braces and stuff like that. And it really just kind of made me feel like people thought negatively towards those who chose to get braces in their adult years. But after like thinking about it, I see that for one, it doesn't really matter what other people think, but it's not as a big deal as I thought it would be. And I even notice now a lot of people that are my age have braces. So I don't think that there is an age limit to having braces. Okay, tip number two. Metal braces or ceramic. The other option is Invisalign, but that for me wasn't really an option. Like in the beginning, I wanted to get Invisalign because I thought that it'd be the least noticeable thing in my mouth. But for the things that I needed to get done, it wouldn't have worked really. Invisalign, from my knowledge of it, it doesn't really correct all mistakes that you can have in your mouth. And I had too much crowding and whatever else. So Invisalign wasn't really an option for me, and I've heard people say that they got Invisalign and it fixed some mistakes and not all, and they ended up having to get braces in the end anyway. So that just wasn't really a good option for me personally because I had mistakes that couldn't be corrected with Invisalign. As for metal or ceramic braces, my second choice after Invisalign, I was thinking would be ceramic braces. Now, those are the ones that are like clear looking. They're a little bit more expensive than metal braces, and Invisalign is the most expensive. But with ceramic braces, I mainly was interested in them because I thought they would be the least noticeable. But they are a little bit more expensive, and they don't work as fast as the metal braces. They're not as, heavy duty. So that was the thing. And then for me also, my bottom teeth, I was going to have metal braces anyway. Like, that's what the orthodontist told me. So I figured if I was going to get metal on the bottom, then I might as well just get it on the top. And yeah, so this was the cheapest option, the fastest working. They're stronger than ceramic braces. So for me personally, metal braces were the best option. And looking back on it, I'm kind of glad that I got the metal braces, because even with the like ceramic braces, you can still see them in your mouth, and it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it makes people look even harder because they're trying to see what's going on with your teeth. But yeah, the metal braces, I mean, they are like really noticeable, but I feel like they're not as noticeable as I thought that they would be. Like when I first got them, I was like, oh my God. I thought I looked crazy. Oh, baby? Okay, whatever. It definitely took a little while to get used to, but yeah, not as bad as I thought they would be. I'll say that. And I feel like it adds a little character. Okay, tip number 3. I recommend that you shop around for an orthodontist. Now, I say this because you're going to be spending however many dollars on this treatment, and you're probably going to have to be with them for a couple of years. So I recommend that you really find an orthodontist that you like. You can visit and have a consultation with, I would say, like 2 to 4 orthodontists, and they'll give you price plan if they are in your network. Also, you can see if you're just comfortable with the orthodontist and the team. And even some places may give you like a shorter estimated time that you'll be in your braces. And even after you get your braces off, you'll still have to see them for however long. So I ended up going with the second orthodontist that I met with, and I'm really glad that I shopped around because it's important. Okay, number 4 is that your first week of having braces out of your like whole time is going to be the worst. Everybody is different, but I know from my personal experience and others, like that first week, your teeth are going to feel so weak, and you probably won't be able to eat anything really, like anything that you have to like bite or chew. I was like eating mashed potatoes and like mushing it mushing it in like my mouth, like with my tongue and the roof of my mouth. Yeah. And it really sucked for me because I got my braces on like the very last day that the orthodontist was open before Christmas. So it was like, I feel like it was like less than a week before Christmas, like, and my mouth was so sore, so I didn't really get to eat any of the good holiday food. So yeah, but I just wanted to get them on as fast as I could, you know, as soon as possible. Because the sooner you get them on, the sooner they can come off. And I had been putting it off for a while, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So, number 5 is when you first get your braces on and for like a long time, you will definitely, I don't want to say, yeah, well, you'll talk a little differently. Meaning when I first got my braces on, they just felt like so weird in my mouth, like they felt like too big for my mouth. and I had this like terrible lisp. Like I just couldn't really like talk very well. I feel like it's gone away. Like I feel like I talk normally now, with the exception of some things, but it was just like it sounded like I had cotton balls in my mouth and I was trying to like talk over them. Other than that, I think everything is pretty normal. The only thing I really notice now is when I say like F words. I don't know if I'm doing it now, but a lot of words that have like an F in it, I'll like whistle through my front two teeth. I think I just did it. Oh, someone's calling. Hello? Have a great day. Okay, anyway, other than that, talking gets back to normal, I feel. Number 6, a huge thing that I noticed when I first got my braces is that there was so much like spit in my mouth. I don't know why that is, but my mouth was just like creating more saliva. I don't think I really do it that much now, but I was just noticing like every few minutes I was like trying to like suck it all in. It was, yeah, I don't know what that is, but it was like crazy. Another thing, and this is gonna sound like really gross, like, I don't know if I want to say this, but, and I don't know if other people have noticed this, but if I'm like doing my tongue on the side of my mouth, there would be like a stream of spit that just like spit jets out of my mouth like for a quick second. But I have no idea why that is. Yeah. I don't know what that is, and that may have been too much information, but yeah, it's kind of gross. Number 7, this was something that I was curious about for sure, but let's just say that having braces does not affect your romantic life, meaning you can still kiss the same as well as other things. Yeah, I mean, obviously not while you're in pain or whatever. Oh, and I forgot to include this, but the only other times really that you're going to feel pain is when you go in for your appointments and get your braces adjusted or whatever. I personally don't feel like as much pain as it was the first time, but you know, every once in a while it can hurt. But I don't think it's like excruciating, like for me personally. Okay, number 8. Something that I think is super important to invest in if you don't already have is a water pick. And if you're looking at other videos, you'll probably hear this as well, but water pick will be your best friend, your BFF. I like to sometimes put a little mouthwash in my water pick as well, but you could just do water. I like to do warm water. And it just basically, I've heard it be described as power washing, pressure washing your teeth, but it's like a little pick, and it shoots water, and you get it like in between your teeth and wherever in between your braces. Super important. But yeah, I think it's on the top of the list of braces hygiene. Okay, number 9, food. in your braces. I guess that it would seem like food would get stuck in your braces a lot. It does. When you eat, it's like you're catching everything in there. Like, you'll think that there's nothing in your mouth really, and then you go and look in the mirror and it's all in there. It's so gross. Like, eating in public, I definitely have to go to the bathroom immediately after I'm done eating to work on that situation. It's not pleasant. That's probably one of the worst things, in my opinion. One of the biggest downfalls of braces is just all the food getting stuck in there is just so annoying. While I'm eating, I just find myself doing a lot of that. Because it's like, Okay, and number 10, your rubber bands are super important. I don't know if everybody has to wear rubber bands. I have to fix my overbite. I guess to like pull my jaw out or something. But if you have to wear rubber bands, they're super important. And there's like a 99.9% chance that you will forget to put them back in after you eat. Because you take them out when you eat and brush your teeth, whatever, and you keep them in all the other times. And I will forget, and it'll be like hours later, and I'm like, I don't have my rubber bands in. Yeah, they're like really important to wear a lot just because supposedly if you don't wear them all the time, it can lengthen your amount of time being in the braces because it's correcting things as well. And it's probably, and it's pretty high on the list of like annoying things about your braces. I'll say it's like, maybe for me, probably the second most annoying thing, just because it's hard to remember to do it and they're just kind of like in the way a little bit, I feel. But yeah, I am not the best advocate for wearing your rubber bands because I forget a lot, and I hope that that's not gonna come back to bite me in the butt. But yeah. So currently I am in my seventh, why'd I say it like that? I'm currently in my 7th month of having braces. My estimated amount of time to be in my braces is supposed to be 14 months. I'm supposed to get out in like February. It's July right now. So hopefully, but I heard that if your predicted amount of time is this, then you should expect like to come out later. So I'm hoping I don't. But these 7 months have gone by like pretty fast. I mean, it feels like I've had braces in for a long time, but then at the same time, it's gone by really fast. So I've gotten to this point quickly. Baby? I think baby has to poop. Okay, I'm gonna go take her to poop really quick. So yeah, those are my 10 things. Braces are a big deal, but they're nothing to fret over. And your smile will be beautiful afterwards. So that's a plus. So when I get my braces off, I will be doing a teeth whitening giveaway in celebration for straight teeth. Baby? Okay, I don't know what she's doing. So stay tuned for that. And thank you guys for watching up until this point. If you've made it this far, thank you. I really appreciate that. Bye.